experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
ESPN. You're listening to 1050 ESPN, your home for New York Islanders hockey. WEPN, New York, a Good Karma Brands radio station. This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Good morning. What's your rap name, B. Key? I'll be R&B singer. I would have an album for show called
something with Key in it.
No, it would be called Chapstick. My first album would be Lip Balm. Yeah, the album title, Key to Your Heart. Key to Your Heart. It could be Key to Your Heart. A couple features from Jay with the turtleneck on. Facially Gifted. That's your lead single, Facially Gifted. Yeah, featuring Jay Williams with the turtleneck on. A&R by Mac. No, featuring Jay. No, I couldn't have Jay Will. I got to touch everybody. And DJ Khaled would probably drop some stuff in there, you know. I got to get a little bit of everybody, man. Good morning, Jay Will and Max to you. Another one. No, Max would be the manager. Or Max could do the velvet the label, man.
I'm the one ripping you off.
Oh, it's money time. DJ Khaled. I'm up in that two-tone, got me feeling like a Jensen. Let it up, I'm sneaking in and shred it like my kiss. Have a bag on it, I'm a sponsor.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, ESPN Radio. We're presented by Progressive Insurance. Good morning, gentlemen.
What up, baby? Gentlemen. What's up, 29, 6, and 5? That's good. 29, 6, and 5. You have a problem with that? I'll take 29, 6, and 5. Yeah, all day. Or, yeah. 3 and D guy, you know. No, I'll take 20. No, I'll take 29, 6, and 5. I'm taking the first one. Nope. Don't do it. Pick and pop guy, you know.
29, 6, and 5, but in double overtime.
Well, if he was 29, 6, and 5 guy, he wouldn't be working with us. I promise you that. You know why he wouldn't be working with us? Where am I getting the 29, 6, and 5 at, though? Yeah. It don't matter. Where you get it at? The YMCA? Oh, you said what era?
Yeah, what era?
It wouldn't matter. Key, have you ever got? Because if he got it back then, it would be way more now. Because it's Jay. He turtleneck. He gonna invest it. It's just I'm invested. Yeah.
Is he averaging 29, 6, and 5?
Yes.
Oh, averaging 29.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Not one game.
Oh yeah.
I know one game.
29, 6, and 5.
What you asked me if I ever had? You asked me if I ever had 20 in a game. Yeah. I played high school basketball. I played little league basketball. Yeah, I'm just asking. I played AA. Like, come on, man. Everybody that had 20. Well, not everybody, but
there's someone on the show.
Not everybody is not. I wasn't weak, Jay. I already done told you. I know. I seen the shot. I was mid-level exception. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Respectable in the rotation.
I wasn't blue blood. Okay. When they came to see me, it wasn't Duke. I seen Cassius last night, but it wasn't Duke. It was more Pepperdine State. Yeah. Not even Pepperdine.
Pepperdine State.
Not Pepperdine State.
They're sniffing around. But they're sniffing around,
They're
right?
sniffing around.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. It's Pepperdine State. You know what I'm saying? It was Sacramento State. Yeah. UC Davis. We think we can make something out of him. Yeah, what do you think? Well, I don't know. San Francisco State, well, University of San Francisco. Hey, look, man, you go to JUCO these days. Also, you can get picked up to be a high Division I level player, man.
What you two don't understand is, to the average person, if you go in and see a Division III player in a gym, you're like, that dude must have played in the NBA. He can't miss.
I'm a CSUN guy, Jay. Cal State Northridge.
I mean, I went to a Big East game back in the day. There was this guy, we were watching Villanova play. Eberflus was his name. Shooter for Villanova. I was like, Eberflus, you suck. It was like this big fat guy, right? Standing there. And Eberflus was like, yeah, I suck, huh? All right.
Well, it's what Scalabrini said.
Exactly.
And he's talking about college players. He's like, or high school players. He's like, you realize I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. No, than you are to me.
Oh, that's
Scal. Savage. Yeah, savage. He's not lying, though.
Go ahead, Max. You know you're chomping at the bit. You can't wait.
It's champing at the bit. And speaking of LeBron.
Champing.
Yeah. Someone had to put me up on that.
He put me up on that, too.
Yeah, someone put me up on that.
What did I say? Champing?
Chomping is what you would think, but it's actually champing for some stupid reason.
Why is it champing?
I don't know. I looked it up once upon a time.
Because it's the King's English. Why do you think, Jay?
100%. He is right. It has something to do with that. All right,
because, if you say anything, it ain't right. So just be careful. If Max say the same thing you said, it's correct.
Well, that is different. I have certain.
You do understand that, right, Jay?
I have certain.
Wait, look, if you said the same thing Max said, Max is right. You're wrong.
Right.
Chomping, chapping.
Don't make
There
don't
the
make me pull out the
IR.
white card. I'll do it. I'll do it. I got it right here.
Did you say right with an R? Just clarify. Because sometimes you
You're
say
white, Jay. You're white. All right, listen.
All right. We're all getting fired.
We were talking about LeBron James
Can't even
briefly.
understand what these guys are saying.
Scalabrini said he's closer to LeBron than some high school kid is to him. Well, LeBron James finally played a game since he broke the scoring record.
He's missed like a
Past
couple
Kareem.
games. Finally played a game.
And he finally played with his new teammate, D'Angelo Russell, who doesn't feel like that long ago, but I guess it was, that the Lakers drafted him second overall. LeBron had 21. AD had 28, 10, and 5. D'Angelo Russell, 21 with 7 assists, and the Lakers beat the Pelicans 120-102. Here is LeBron after the game.
And I think our skill set all kind of fit each other. With Vando and the game, we're all just trying to, get the ball popping, get the ball moving, have equal opportunity, and everybody's trying to play to their advantage out on the floor. So, tonight we had 32 assists. And our starting lineup was at 9, 14, 20, 22 assists in our starting lineup. That's huge. So, we want to try to continue that going forward.
Well, 3 guys, LeBron says, who know how to play the game. Is he saying that he wasn't playing with guys just now who know how to play the game? But D'Angelo Russell does? Or is it an issue of skill sets, right? D'Angelo Russell can shoot. He can pass.
He
He's
can create plays for himself and others.
Even if
which
he's
is
not
the only other player other than LeBron that can do that.
even if he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's got timing.
He gets to his spots.
So in the latest episode of the Pat Bev podcast with Roan, Patrick Beverley hinted at some of the Lakers' underlying issues when he was there. Here's the quote. It wasn't basketball. It wasn't basketball. It was other expletive, Pat Beverley said. The other expletive that you really can't pin or point out, comes and goes, a little bit here, a little bit there. What's he talking about, Jay?
So, Key, to me, this is a bigger challenge of playing with LeBron James. And look, when you wear the crown is heavy. So I would equate it to almost like deep sea diving. For every 10 meters that you go under the water, like the PSI, the pressure gets exponentially greater, right? So playing basketball with LeBron, I feel like you're 20 meters under the water just to begin with. That's the atmospheric pressure that you have. Everything, not just stuff that you do on the court, but your game gets exposed. Things you do off the court get exposed. There are all these different narratives going around. Think about all the stuff that followed with Russell Westbrook, with AD.
Think about increased media attention?
Yes, all of it. Just all the exposure. Even the game of basketball becomes more challenging because it's championship or bust. And if you're not mentally strong to kind of, handle the pressure and then thrive through the pressure, you're going to get weeded out. Think about Thomas Bryant. Reggie Miller literally destroyed Thomas Bryant on the broadcast by saying, how could you not want to play with LeBron? But for some guys, Brandon Ingram never becomes Brandon Ingram if he doesn't play outside or away from LeBron James, right?
But when you say mentally strong, are you saying that is it mental strength or is it a certain kind of way you're put together? In other words, your mentality, thing, right? Really? But you can't be mentally strong, but that's not for you?
When you're mentally strong, but I'm saying it takes a different level of a person or a player who is secure with what they have because the level of scrutiny is different than any other team in basketball.
So it is how much of
Jay, let me tell you something.
And it's the Lakers on top of that, Key.
First of all, I'm not getting in the ocean to understand all the other stuff that you just talked about.
You know what I'm
There's sharks in there, man.
Yeah, I'm not going down and understanding how deep it is. I'm not doing that.
So we put a net.
Let's start right there, Jay, okay? On top of that, I'll never understand whether it's a LeBron James or whatever superstar that I'm teamed with, the pressure of playing with somebody, because I've done something to get to the level. I may not be LeBron James or Michael Jordan or Larry Bird or whoever you want to deem as a superstar who carries the mantle, but I don't understand that pressure. I just can't. I don't understand it. I don't even know how to begin to say that it lessens you or weakens you or makes you feel a certain way because of media attention. And it has nothing to do with me. Okay? I still got to do what I need to do. I still got to play basketball. Even if he's taking all the shots, I'm still on the court. When I get my opportunities, those are my opportunities. I can't shrink because I'm playing with LeBron James, especially if I'm in the league. Now, maybe and you can tell me because I didn't play in basketball, but I know how it goes in football to a degree. But typically in football, if you were at 39, 38, 37, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, that guy on the roster, you're not going to get much time anyway. So I would assume that if you are that 9, 10, 11, 12 guy, you're probably not going to get much time and you're not a made man. But I would think that if you that 7-1 guy, you're essentially a made man. You're okay. You're safe. So why would you succumb to the pressure of a LeBron James? I just don't. I don't understand that.
Key, I would push back on that. Like, if you had played with Joe Montana,
yes,
like that may have been that type of pressure. Or if you had played with Aaron Rodgers.
But I'm gonna do my deal.
Yeah, but it's different though because you can do your deal, but everything is magnified way more.
It's much different in the NFL. It's very different leagues.
It's going to be magnified, Jay, because I'm the guy that I was the guy when I had to be a guy to get there.
Yeah,
so
but that doesn't matter though. You got 400 guys that are the guys to get there though, Key. Like there's still.
But of course, it's going to be magnified. And of course, it's going to be scrutinized. And of course, there's going to be media attention. But I don't have to succumb to that pressure and play less than what I know how to play.
But it's not just the pressure, Key, of the media. It's also the pressure of your ass can be moved if he deems that you don't fit with where they're going. Right?
Then I'm being moved. Why am I stressed?
It's all right. So you have a different approach to it. I would also say that basketball and football, there's no helmets. It's not 11 guys on the field at a time. There's not 50 guys on a roster. It's not like every market is a big deal. Some markets dead. See, sometimes even the market's decent, but the team is no good. People aren't interested. But when LeBron James comes to town,
it's different, man.
All eyes are.
Listen to what
minutes.
I played on big time teams. Well, you can't tell me about media, dog. I done played in New York. I done played on a rock star team in Tampa. I know pressure.
You were one of the rock stars. You were one of the rock stars.
But I also played with people that wasn't rock stars.
But Key, did you ever play with somebody that had a bigger personality than you?
Man, that whole team in Tampa had personality.
Who had a bigger personality than you?
And Warren Sapp had a big personality.
Who had more power than you?
Warren Sapp had power.
Okay.
It's a different league. He's on
the defensive side of the ball.
And also, Key, what you're
you're the offense. Like you got R in the field at the same time. Just go ask Kevin Love about this. Kevin Love, people have talked about it. Kevin Love is an all-star. He's a real all-star who was very secure with being one of the top players in the league during his time. He was that dude.
I'll never understand it, Jay. You just said secure. I'll just never understand it because you should be secure.
Key.
And therefore, you shouldn't worry about.
Yeah, but everybody's not you, Key. Everybody's not you.
Key, what you're saying is that you are the type of personality that could play on a team with LeBron, but not everybody is. Obviously, not everybody is. The fact that it's hard for you to understand means you probably have a good time playing with LeBron.
I just wonder, if they don't make a push, I wonder how we'll be talking about D'Angelo Russell in the next 10, 15 games. Watch.
How are we going to be talking about Joel Embiid pretty soon?
You're going to be talking about it.
How are we going to be talking about Joel Embiid pretty soon if the Sixers don't do something? He about to become the new Damian Lillard? Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, ESPN Radio. The best who ever did it, Deion Sanders.
Prime time.
What's up, Prime?
This is my favorite three guys, man. I love you guys differently, respectfully, and hopefully. Trust me.
This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Pennzoil Platinum can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life oil filter for only $37.99. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Hello there. My name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is you're going to get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. This is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches.
Order the original Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
ESPN New York, everywhere. Whether you're driving in your car or riding the LIRR, ESPN New York is never out of reach.
We're going to try to touch as many of you as possible.
No matter your listening routine, never miss Stump Rothenberg for your morning run.
I have a lot of knowledge.
Never miss the Power Hour. Due to your power lunch, and never miss an ENN. Again. Hailing a cab, catching the train, or boarding a bus. The ESPN New York app is your ticket to ESPN New York everywhere. Download the app today.
Now that football season is over, that means that eating season is over too. No more excuses. Start your spring training with NJ Diet. This is a weight loss program that actually contractually guarantees that you will lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. NJ Diet starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet and workout regimen to help you keep it off. You will be fully monitored to make sure you are burning fat, not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is all natural. No shots, no hormones, no surgery, no feeling of hunger, and no awful prepackaged foods. Locations throughout the East Coast or from home with live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET. That's 855-5NJ-DIET. Or go to njdiet.com and lose the weight for good. That's njdiet.com.
Attention. Per the current government mandate, U.S.-based insurers are now required to cover at-home COVID testing kits with no out-of-pocket fees to you. If you have a current insurance plan, you are eligible to receive up to 8 COVID-19 tests shipped to you each month absolutely free as long as the government mandate is in effect. Just visit yourfreetest.net to register now. That's yourfreetest.net to receive your tests shipped to you at no cost. Go to yourfreetest.net. Medicare insured or not.
Don't miss the #1 rated afternoon drive show in New York. It's the Michael K. Show. And it's every weekday at 2:55 on 98.7 ESPN.
Keyshawn, J. Willimax, ESPN Radio. We're presented by Progressive Insurance. So Jay was talking about last segment the fact that everything is different when you play with LeBron. He equated it to the analogy was, atmospheric pressure in the ocean. It gets exponentially greater every 10 meters you go down. And LeBron, you start out at a real depth, and Key thinks there's a problem with you if playing with LeBron is a problem for you. It should not be a problem for you.
It's such a key way to think.
Steve,
why is it such a key way to think, though, Jay? Just please elaborate on that for me for 30 seconds. Elaborate 30 seconds.
Yep, just because I think that you are built uniquely differently, and I think basketball and football are different sports in this regard. And you're not the norm. You're not common. Like, you're not common. You're not.
Yeah,
like you never you never been down to the G League to get back up to the league, or you never been like a mid-level guy. Like those guys are looking at LeBron differently. You know what I mean? It's different.
You sound like my whole point.
What? That's real talk, though, Keith. Somebody kind of like, oh man, I'm on this 3-year, $30 million deal.
You sound like my best friend brother. I mean, like my best friend who's my brother. You sound like him. That's some stuff he would tell me.
It's real though.
No, I get maybe that is the case. I don't know. I just feel like you'd have made it to the pros, man. You may not be LeBron, but you'd have made it to the pros. You shouldn't shrink. But that's just the way that I feel.
What LeBron needs to look for is people who think that way.
Yeah, agreed.
Those are the kinds of players he should seek out, and maybe he's found them. Steve in Tampa. You're on with Keyshawn, J. Willimax, ESPN Radio.
Hey, good morning, fellas. I'm a huge fan of all three of you guys. Listen, first of all, LeBron is a generational talent. He really is. He's one of those guys. But whenever you hear sports fans make the argument, does a superstar make his teammates better? Jay, in my opinion, you have made the argument that why LeBron doesn't. LeBron has to recognize the fact that all this pressure and all this scrutiny and everything that goes along with it, maybe he's built for it, but how difficult it is to play with him, and he doesn't do anything to bring his teammates along. He's got to.
Is that legitimate criticism, Jack?
I would push back. LeBron does a lot of. I mean, it's one of the things you heard about him and Kyrie, right? All the team events that he did in Cleveland. Like, he takes everybody out to dinner and spends time. And I think he does try to build people. But at the end of the day, though, if I'm LeBron, like, I can build my teammates up as much as possible, but I'm also trying to win.
You can't do it for him.
Like, I can't do you have to do it for yourself. But Keith, just back to your point of Steve, like, there's one thing, like, if you were in Minnesota taking 20 shots a game and all of a sudden you come to LA and now you're taking 6 shots a game, the pressure you have on those 6 shots, way different than the 20 shots you had over before in Minnesota. Way different when all of a sudden now you catch the ball, you got to make that shot. You don't find your rhythm. You don't have
Why wouldn't I have to make the same shots in Minnesota?
You get more touches.
Because you get way more touches in Minnesota. You get a chance to find your rhythm. It's like the ball being thrown to you 20 times in the game.
So you know what I would say to that, though, Jay? You know what I honestly would say to that? Get your ass out there early and shoot around or whatever and get your shots up.
Yep, I hear you.
Get your shots up. If you know that you're only going to get X amount of touches, it's just like in football, right? When I know that I'm only going to get X amount of touches, I now have to take my brain and channel it somewhere else on the field so I can stay engaged. I can't check out because I didn't get the first several touches during the course of the beginning of the game.
No, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
So
that's a great approach.
So you understand what I'm saying? So now I got to find a dude like Max and run his ass into the Gatorade bucket.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And seriously, I'm going to find a dude. I'm going to find...
Stop. Why you're not the manager? I thought
No. Find a guy, meaning a guy... a guy that I could bully, take advantage of. Like, in a football field, a small guy that you could just... run into the Gatorade buckets and feel good about yourself.
Right. In other words, that's a very good approach.
I'm just telling you.
I get it. Yeah, I hear you.
They need to hire Key to be.
I'm just messing with you.
They need to hire Key to be a mental coach for LeBron teammates. That's
man. You want me to be hired for a lot of stuff.
That's right. But that's a good approach.
But the damn job that I actually
if your job is to hit the shot, come on, man, you can do more than hit a shot. Right, like you can play defense, you can do other things. So
that's all I'm saying, Coach.
Very good.
That's all I'm saying, Coach.
For LeBron teammates to plug in, right?
Yeah, but it's different though. Like and I get what everybody's talking about. I've been the player on both sides to a degree, right? I've been the guy, then I haven't been the guy. And when your minutes are cut and you're expected to come in and do a certain job, let's say you don't do that job well the first 2 games, then it's like you're in a little bit of a hole, right? You're like, damn. Am I going to get traded?
Playing time.
Like, I'm not making my shot. You put more pressure on each shot than it just being, just be reactive, just be yourself. Like, hold on, myself was, the ball was in my hands, I could do it. There's a level of adjusting that comes along with that pressure. It's different.
100%. I do, even in this business, I've been in positions where you're going to have a very short time to do something and like a lot of people watching, right? So that should be easier. This is a short time, but you're like, now it has to be perfect. So the level of pressure you put on yourself to be word perfect goes up. It's the same in any walk of life, in any job, right? The smaller the window of opportunity, the more pressure it is to make that perfect. And so then you have to take Key's approach and think, okay, how do I take some of this off? Is there anything else I could be doing? How do I take the pressure off myself, you know?
And then don't add pressure. Don't answer a media question wrong on the Lakers. Right? Like, then that implodes. That becomes a topic itself. Then you got LeBron saying, why are we talking this way? Like, everything becomes magnified.
Well, it seemed like they all answered the questions wrong on the Lakers.
That wasn't the right team.
They all.
That's what I'm saying, though.
That wasn't the right team.
No one is exempt.
Think about what we did with Anthony Davis sitting on the sideline.
Well, that's what y'all did. He used his knees to clap. Stop it.
No, we didn't. We looked. We saw the replay. It's like those commercials. Let's see the instant replay, Key.
And all of a sudden, we
threw the flag. There was no clapping, no knee clapping.
Is he being traded? Does he have an issue with LeBron? And he's like, no, I'm just actually pissed that we're losing to OKC.
Tony in San Diego. You're on with Keyshawn J. Willimax, ESPN Radio.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's going on, man? I think you guys are. It's pressure, but it's more than that. LeBron doesn't utilize the people around him to their strength for his own benefit. Chris Bosh was a beast in Toronto. Then he went to Miami and he became Hago, stand in the corner and shoot it when we exhaust the defense's collapse. Brandon Ingram absolutely would not be the same person. Kyle Kuzma would not be the same person. Bryant was right. He can't play next to LeBron because he was better when he was a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond. When you play with LeBron, I'm in San Antonio. Tim Duncan got everybody involved, whether it was Avery Johnson getting him his shot or Manu Ginobili. He played in a way where he still got his, but he let everybody else play to their strengths.
So I think you have some points. I think some things are wrong. I would say Brandon Ingram was a younger player on that roster, which is very hard when you're trying to live off the pressure that comes along with LeBron and ISO, when a lot of pieces around LeBron have been spot shooters. That's how he's thrived in the league, right? So for a guy like Thomas Bryant, I feel Thomas Bryant on that. Like, now you got three bigs on the court. LeBron needs spacing. He doesn't need other bigs. You're clogging the lane. Like, that's where the teams actually collapse.
Also, to compare, like, I get the comparison to Tim Duncan. That you're talking about one of the greatest players ever in Tim Duncan, probably his greatest attribute. And then saying LeBron, who's an even greater player than Tim Duncan, doesn't do this one thing quite as well as Tim Duncan did, where that's really where his greatness comes from more than anything else, right? Like, it doesn't mean LeBron's bad at it. It just means he's not perfect.
Just go ahead and watch Michael Jordan's docu, right? Like, hear how those guys talk about how hard it was to play with Jordan.
That's a dope.
But see, I thought that was more about not on the court. I thought that was more about in the locker room.
But Keith, that's my thing. It's everything around it. Like, we only focus on the court, but there's so much happening off the court. The attention that he gets, how does he lead in the locker room? Who's he talking to? Am I going to get traded? Like, all that stuff factors into it.
We will continue to weigh in on the challenges of playing with LeBron James. Plus, what sense of urgency is there for Doc Rivers and the 76ers to win it all this year? Keyshawn J. Willimax, ESPN Radio.
Greeny. I believe if he announced today his retirement, he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer. After 5 years, he's played 6 total. He's only actually been on the field for 5 of them. He would be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio. This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
You can't miss a moment with Greeny.
You know how strongly I feel about the team that I follow in football, the New York Jets. If you need 25 things to win a Super Bowl, they've got like 22 of them. Overwhelmingly the most important one, they have the worst quarterbacks in the NFL as opposed to good ones. So the Aaron Rodgers thing is going to be a saga because he's so incredibly unpredictable.
Greeny, weekday mornings at 10 a.m. on 98.7 ESPN.
Hi, I'm attorney John D'Agostino. If you've been injured, you need a lawyer who knows what you're going through. I understand how one accident can turn your whole world upside down. I've been there. When I was a kid, my father was up on a bulldozer when a brick wall collapsed. It almost killed him. The doctors had to amputate his leg, and he had to learn to walk again, while my mother went to work as a waitress just to pay the bills. I know what you're going through. I've been there. I now run D'Agostino & Associates, a personal injury law firm I built right here in New York and New Jersey. For over 30 years, D'Agostino & Associates has been helping accident victims get every dollar they deserve. We've recovered millions of dollars for people just like you. Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino and Associates, personal injury law firm that offers free consultation. And if you can't make it to us, we're going to come to you. I've been there. Call now, 888-24-LAW-24. 888-24-LAW-24. D'Agostino, Law Fight Back.
Hey, it's Ricky Pietro, and I want to tell you about the Jack Pocket app where you can play official state lottery games like Powerball and Mega Millions. It's so simple. It's right on your phone. Lottery players on Jack Pocket have now won over $200 million, and Jack Pocket is the top-ranked lottery app in the U.S. No more waiting on lines. You can play anytime, anywhere. Download the app for free or visit jackpocket.com and get your first Mega Million or Powerball ticket free using code ESPN. That's code ESPN for your first ticket free. Must be 18 or older to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Visit jackpocket.com/TOS for full terms of service.
Anyone who has ever needed self-storage knows what a hassle it can be. You have to rent or borrow a truck and then find someone to help you move your stuff. And let's face it, moving furniture and heavy items without damaging them isn't easy. Renting the unit is worse. The hidden fees and admin costs are scarier than the dingy facilities you're leaving your stuff in. Why not use Closet Box instead? Closet Box is self-storage without leaving home. They'll pick up your belongings, store them securely, and bring any item back when you need it. The best part? Unlike traditional self-storage, you only pay for what you store. No paying for unused storage space. Closet Box's background check storage movers are licensed, bonded, and insured and will take care of all of the heavy lifting. Closet Box's local storage centers are temperature controlled and monitored 24/7. Closet Box has an A+ rating from the BBB. Call 877-233-5696 now for the season's best rates. Get $50 off first month storage using code Radio50. That's 877-233-5696. 877-233-5696.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of yourself. Because when you feel empowered, you're more ready for life's challenges. BetterHelp is a great therapy option. It's flexible, affordable, entirely online, and it matches you with a licensed therapist. Let therapy help empower you. Visit betterhelp.com/score to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/score.
ESPN podcasts, no matter what you're a fan of.
Welcome into the Fantasy Focus Football Podcast. Hollywood mogul McConaughey. This is the kind of guest you're going to get on the SV Pod.
His reputation is destroyed. I don't feel sorry for Donald Sterling.
The final question comes from Lynn.
The legend that is Adam Schefter.
It's Julie Foudy. Simone Biles is in the house.
Listen to me now. Believe me later on.
This has been ESPN Dale. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
ESPN podcasts. Something for everyone. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
The biggest games. The biggest games. They're all right here. This is 1050 ESPN, New York.
Reeves dribbling around and picks from LeBron. Reeves at the free throw line. Bounce pass. LeBron to the rim. Fell in the bucket. LeBron was cracked in the face and had the peace of mind to lay it in anyway.
That was the call on 710 ESPN as LeBron James went on to score 21 points in the new-look Lakers 120-102 win over the Pelicans. It was LeBron's first game since becoming the NBA's career scoring leader. D'Angelo Russell had 21 with 7 assists. And as I mentioned, the Lakers won. Joel Embiid gave him 29, including the 10,000th of his career already, as the 76ers survived a rocky second half to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 118-112. The win snapped the Cavs' 7-game winning streak. After the game, Embiid indicated that he may sit out Sunday's All-Star game due to a lingering soreness in his left foot. You can hear the 2023 NBA All-Star game on ESPN Radio. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern. And Zakai Ziegler and Santiago Vescovi each scored 15 points as the number 10 Tennessee beat top-ranked Alabama 68-59. With Alabama's loss, there have now been 8 losses by AP number 1 teams this season. That's tied for the most in a regular season in the AP poll era. That's ties the 93-94 season for the most ever. Sports Center is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Still overpaying for a razor in this economy? With Dollar Shave Club, you can get a top shelf shave at a regular shelf price. Dollar Shave Club is available at a store near you in the men's razor aisle.
Even though what we do
is what we still hustle till the sun come up. Track of 40 when the sun go down. It's a cold winter.
Keyshawn J. Will and Max, it's time for the Progressive Snapshot. As I mentioned in the SportsCenter update, Joel Embiid indicated he may sit out Sunday's All-Star game because of lingering left foot soreness. Here's the quote. I'm not healthy. I haven't been healthy for the past 3 weeks or months. I was just trying to get to the All-Star break without missing games and stuff, but I feel like I've reached the point where I need to follow the doctor's advice. Back then, he said I should have been sitting for 2 weeks, so we'll see how the next few days go and go from there. Makes sense to me. Here's my question, guys. I can't, it's hard for me to imagine a wide-bodied 7-footer, like a real old school, built like a big back-to-the-basket guy who can also play that way. It's hard for me to imagine that kind of player on both ends of the floor playing better than Embiid. So, Embiid, he's on a team with talent, and he has been on teams with talent. Maybe not the most talented, but among them. Is it even possible, Jay, to win a championship in the modern NBA with that kind of player as your best player, the old school shaped big?
I mean, first off, he's second in the league in scoring. He has probably the best footwork, him and Jokic, have any other big in the game of basketball.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, he can win a championship. Now, the difference is it comes on James Harden more so than it comes on Joel Embiid. Think about the bigs that we've talked about, right? Like, so think about, it's almost like an issue with Jokic. Giannis has the ball in his hands. He initiates the offense all the time. You see him going. Jason Tatum initiates the offense. You see him going. James Harden is probably playing his best basketball right now.
Radio.
Count on the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your vehicle and budget. Get maximum cooling system performance for 10 years or 300,000 miles with peak long life universal pre-mixed antifreeze and coolant. Now just $6.99 after mail-in rebate. Plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today. O'Reilly. Limit supply. See store for details.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
Mark Starr didn't play much his senior season at Alabama after a coaching change left most seniors on the bench. That didn't stop the Green Bay Packers from taking a chance on Starr, drafting him in the 17th round of the 1956 NFL Draft. The gamble paid off. Starr went on to a Hall of Fame career with 5 NFL championships, as well as winning the first 2 Super Bowls in NFL history, winning the MVP of both.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
When there's a chance for a championship trophy, you need to have the right people in the right positions. That's why when you post a job for free, LinkedIn Jobs taps into a network of over 875 million professionals to find the right people for your role. LinkedIn Jobs helps you narrow down to only the most qualified candidates, which means you can start hiring the right people faster. Go to linkedin.com/sports to post your job for free. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
The Bart and Hahn Show.
This is New York. We're supposed to expect the best. I'm going to offer you 3 doors. You don't wait, and you take what's behind door number 2 or door number 3, which is Derek Carr, who's available now, or Jimmy Garoppolo, who will be available as a free agent. Door number 1 is obviously Aaron Rodgers. But here's the caveat. If you open the door and he comes out of his darkness retreat and says, I'm not going to New York, and your consolation then has to be Ryan Tennant.
Bart Scott and Alan Hahn. Weekdays at noon on 98.7 ESPN.
This is 98.7 ESPN. Lauren from Brooklyn.
Hey, the New York team's made some big trades already. Do you see them making any more moves before the NHL trade deadline?
You never know. Maybe there's one more coming, but you know who never stops making moves? The All-American Ford Auto Group. They're truly your Bronco headquarters with more than anyone in the tri-state area, and it's not even close. They're your Hat-Trick Auto Group, largest selection, great prices, and an award-winning experience. Visit my friends at All-American Ford with huge locations throughout New Jersey and Paramus, Hackensack, Old Bridge, and Point Pleasant. Shop online at allamericanford.net.
Only one of you will win my throne made out of bones.
The throne of bones will be mine.
Nay, my niece, the bones are mine alone.
Wait! Why can't we just multiply the throne of bones? That's what the New York Lottery does. With a new cash multiplier, you have the chance to multiply your winnings up to 100 times. Prizes up to $5 million.
That's a lot of bones.
Play the Cash Multiplier series of scratch-off games from the New York Lottery for a chance to multiply your winnings dramatically. Please play responsibly. Must be 18+.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about my friends at PC Richard & Son. It's a local company, family-owned. I trust them for my appliances, TVs, electronics, and a good night's sleep, too. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. During their President's Day sale, buy any Sealy mattress, $5.99 and up, and get a free TV up to 55 inches. And they deliver it for free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son, the local company you can trust for your new mattress.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message data rates may apply.
Nice run. It's great being back out on the mountain. You sort of disappeared for a while. Everything okay? Between you and me, it was lower testosterone. Lower T? Yeah. The doc told me once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone, and that can make it harder to stay in shape. That's why I started taking Nugenix Total T. It's made a huge difference. Oh, I've seen that on TV. Is it for real? For sure. It's the #1 doctor-recommended testosterone booster. It boosts free and total testosterone levels to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. My wife, my boss, my kids, everyone has noticed a change in me. Do they still give out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves? Yes. Just send them a text.
Guys, text HEFTY to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling testosterone brand at GNC and Walmart. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back in shape fast, absolutely free. Text HEFTY to 321-321. That's HEFTY to 321-321.
1050 ESPN New York. The biggest names and the biggest games. WEPN New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
This is Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Good morning. What would your rap name be, Key? I'd be R&B singer. I would have an album for show called
Yeah, something with Key in it.
No, it would be called Chapstick. My first album would be Lip Balm. Yeah, the album title, Key to Your Heart. It could be Key to Your Heart. A couple features from Jay with the turtleneck on. Facially Gifted. That's your lead single, Facially Gifted. Yeah, featuring Jay Williams with the turtleneck on. A&R by Mac. No, featuring Jay. No, I couldn't have Jay Will. I gotta touch everybody. And DJ Khaled would probably drop some stuff in there, you know. I gotta get a little bit of everybody, man. Good morning, Jay Will and Max to you. Another one. No, Max would be the manager. Or Max would do the velvet
label, man. I'm the one ripping you off.
Oh, it's money time.
DJ Khaled. Pull up in that two-tone, got me feeling like a Jensen. Better up on sneaky, let's shred it like my wrist.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max coming to you live from the Seaport, brought to you by Patron. Perfection starts with Patron. Good morning, Key. Good morning, Jay.
What it do, baby?
Did I mention we're presented by Progressive Insurance? So Kevin Durant's in Phoenix. Good morning, Max. Good morning. How you doing? Doing well. Where's Kevin Durant? Phoenix. Have you heard about the trade? So he's with Devin Booker. I mean, KD and Devin Booker's ridiculous. As was KD and Kyrie and James Harden, right? But they just never wound up playing a lot together. And the difference here is KD is being parachuted into a situation that's more ready-baked. Now, they had to give, unlike the Golden State Warriors, who didn't have to move that many pieces to fit KD in, because that was a sign and trade thing. This, they had to give up all their 3-and-D perimeter. Mikal Bridges just had 45 last night. But still, they kept their biggest name stars in Devin Booker and Chris Paul. And now, Jay, the question is there more pressure on Chris Paul, who is famously, a great point guard, but also has never won a championship in spite of having a lot of bites at the apple. He's been snake bit, been hurt at the wrong time, etc. But nevertheless, that's the reality. This is courtesy of Nick Friedel, Chris Paul, on the opportunity to play with Kevin Durant.
It's wild. Everything happens for a reason. KD like family. To now get an opportunity to play, alongside him in this capacity. I'm excited and grateful for the opportunity.
Is this, I feel like we ask this every year since he was on the Clippers, right? Is this Chris Paul's last real chance at winning a title?
I mean, is it more pressure or is this his last chance? Which one? Because you asked the more pressure one first. Which one we get into?
Let's go with pressure.
Let's go with pressure. I like that one. No. Like, he's 37. He's going to be turning 38 in May. I look at, like, look, to me, Chris Paul's legacy is cemented. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He is one of the all-time assist leaders. He is a guy that was all-NBA defensive team 7 times, all-NBA 4 times, second team 3 times. He's one of the best point guards the game of basketball has ever seen. Could him winning a championship be like a nightcap? Sure. Of course it would. It's almost like Jason Kidd when Jason Kidd finally won one, right? Like, right. But it didn't make me look at Jason Kidd like, that's a champion. Like, it didn't make Jason Kidd pop off the page more to me.
In other words, when a guy is no longer in his prime, or really, here's the question along those lines. Is he mostly still himself, or is this something that now that's so diminished that winning a championship doesn't prove what it had proved, years ago?
But he's different, though. It's different than J. Kidd. It's different than GP. It's different because Chris Paul is still a frontline guy for Phoenix. He's still the 3 at Phoenix. He's not the 1 anymore. He's not the 2. He's the 3rd guy, which is a very important piece of a championship team.